Hey guys, I'm Nvme and welcome back to another Downlight 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the weapons you can get from the Bloody Ties DLC. These are glitched weapons that can one-shot or at least two-shot any kind of enemy and are the most useful weapons to have in Dying Light 2. Now before I continue this video, I'd like to ask you guys to please drop me a quick like and to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. And also make sure to check out the memberships because there are a lot of great benefits. But anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Starting off with the first weapon, we got the Rooftop Party. It's a one-handed blunt weapon that can one-shot any kind of enemy. Volatiles, demolishers, goons, and even revenants. And it's one of the best weapons out of this entire list. You get this weapon by completing the last trial in order to get to Carnage Hall. You'll be on top of this rooftop killing a bunch of virals and other kinds of infected, while also competing against Churro. Now in order to get this weapon, you gotta throw this weapon down before the timer runs out. In order to do this on console, you need to hold the attack button, and while you're holding the attack button, you need to press the right thumbstick. I'm not exactly sure how to do it on PC, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. But anyways, you gotta make sure that you don't have this weapon on you before the timer runs out. Once the timer runs out, you'll spawn in with your own gear, and the weapon will be beside you. You can then pick it up, and it'll be in your inventory forever. Now the reason why this weapon is so great is because, like I said, it one-shots any kind of enemy. It has a lot of durability. You can also repair it, but also you can put 3 mod slots on it. But now obviously the mod slots aren't really important considering that this weapon is a one-hit kill. But if you put the blast mod on it, the blast can also one-hit a bunch of zombies. So you can improve this weapon by using a blast mod. But if you also have the Tremor Charm or any kind of charm that grants you health whenever you deal damage, you pretty much instantly heal and never worry about having to die. So this weapon is great for anyone who's trying to farm or just speedrun the game. But moving on to the other types of weapons you can get. Up next we got the glitched military machete and tribal axe. The military machete is a one-handed slashing weapon that can one-shot or at least two-shot any kind of enemy. And the tribal axe is exactly the same. To get these, you first need to get these boots, the Nvme Marion boots. You can get these boots by heading over to Lower Dam Air next to this outpost. You gotta head into this container that's being held by a crane. Once you get inside, you'll find a shrine to Kyle Crane. You want to sit down next to the shrine and wait. After some time, some blue lightning will appear, and the boots will appear shortly after. The reason why we need these boots is because these boots allow you to do this animation. We'll be using this animation to glitch through a wall later on. But up next, you gotta progress through the Bloody Ties DLC until you are able to do this challenge, the 1 day in Harran challenge. Now if you've already done this challenge before, no worries, you can go over here to these posters and repeat it. You can retry any kind of challenge that you've completed right around here. But on next, you gotta load into the challenge, pull out your binoculars, and mark the ground. You can pull out your binoculars by going over to the accessories wheel and then clicking whatever button it is that's shown on screen to pull out the binoculars. Now once you've marked the ground, you want to cancel the challenge. You can do this by holding down on the D-pad on console or by holding down N on PC. Once you're out of the challenge, you want to make sure you have the boots equipped, and then you want to head over to this wall right here. You want to start jumping and try to glitch through the wall. Now this will take you a couple tries, it's not very easy to do. The tips that I have for you is that once you are doing the animation, either turn left or right, or if your sensitivity is high, do a 360 while you're doing the flip, and you'll glitch through the wall. Once you glitch through the wall, you want to plow your paraglider instantly. If you die, don't worry, you don't have to go back into the challenge. The marker should still be there. But now once you get the paraglider out, you want to try to make your way to the marker. You want to try to avoid any other kind of rooms that you might accidentally get into. Now while making your way to the marker, you want to make sure you're way above it, and then right when you're above it, nosedive down so that you enter through the roof. You want to make sure you don't die when you get in, and once you do get in, all you got to do is find the weapons. You'll most likely find the military machete, and the tribal axe will be a lot more rare to find. If you want the tribal axe, you can just retry this challenge again, and hopefully get it on your second attempt. Now to quickly talk about these weapons, both of these weapons cannot be repaired. They don't show you the durability, but they do have a durability and can break. And when they do break, they're gone. So make sure you stock up on these and not just take one of each. They can one hit or two hit any kind of enemy and have 3 mod slots that you can use. I recommend doing the same thing with the Rooftop Party weapon. Equip a blast mod and use the Tremor Charm or any kind of charm that heals you on damage dealt. But up next we got the quad damage gun and the home run blunt weapon. The quad damage gun is great for dealing with bosses since you can pretty much use this to kill them instantly. And the home run is a fun weapon to use that launches your enemies. To get these, you first have to head over to this caged area and grab this poster that's on the statue. Once you do this, you want to go through this door. This door will be open for you when you progress through the Bloody Ties DLC enough. If it's not open, just keep doing some missions and it will be open for you later on. Next, we want to go down here to this poster and start up the challenge. The challenge will start and you'll have to disarm a bomb, and once you do that, you need to kill a bunch of virals. Now, there's a glitch that when you kill the virals, it will not progress, which is annoying, but it can be fixed. To fix it, you need to die. You can either use C4 or any kind of way to die. You'll be kicked out of the challenge, but you can go back to the poster and start it up again. You want to do the exact same thing. Disarm the bomb and kill the virals. But this time you should be able to continue after killing the virals. After you kill the virals, you'll be tasked with killing bolters. Now when you kill these bolters and loot them, they'll have one of two things: the quad damage gun or the home run weapon. Now it's important that after you've killed all of them, that you try not to do any more tasks. Because if you complete this challenge, you will not be able to go back into it. So what I recommend is blowing yourself up and doing the challenge as many times as you want to farm the quad damage gun. So I recommend not completing the challenge, because if you do, you will not be able to farm these. The only way you will be able to farm these is if you do a New Game Plus and do the whole Bloody Ties DLC again. Now the quad damage gun only has 8 shots, but I do have another video on how you can get 1,000 shots, but you do need a friend in order to help you get it. So I'll leave that in the description down below. But now the quad damage gun is amazing, can 1-shot or 2-shot most bosses that you deal with, and can help you speedrun the game. But the home run weapon can allow you to launch zombies and is very fun to use. It does not kill them, and doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it is a lot of fun to use. If you just want to chill and have some fun, this weapon is highly recommended. But now moving on to the last weapon, we have the Enzo katana. The glitched Enzo katana can 2-shot any kind of enemy. It's the worst one out of the bunch, but it is kind of fun to use because, well, it's a katana and is just a lot more satisfying to use. What's also great about it is that you can repair this weapon and add mod slots to it. But now how do you get this weapon? You first have to progress through the DLC till you get to the very end. You'll be fighting Skullface and given the weapon. Now you'll be fighting him once, and after you beat him, depending on what choices you made, you'll be fighting his Demolisher. After you beat the Demolisher, you'll be fighting him again, but this time you want to make sure you don't kill him. You want to get his health very low and then throw the weapon over here. Once again, if you're on console, you got to hold the attack button and then press the right thumbstick. But now once the weapon is here, you want to beat Skullface and skip through till the end. Once you've completed the DLC, you want to head over back to this corner right here with the Nvme Marion boots. You want to do exactly what you did last time, but this time when you pull the paraglider, you want to go straight down. Once you enter through the roof, you obviously want to make sure you don't die, and then go back to the spot where you threw the sword and collect it. Now if you die, don't worry, you'll have a couple more tries to do this, but you do need to make sure you're quick. Otherwise this will despawn and you won't be able to get it. Now that's it for the video. If you guys want to know what the best bundles are in Dying Light 2, check out this video right here. Or if you guys want to know what the best weapon blueprints are in Dying Light 2, check out this video instead. Other than that, thank you for watching and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.